This is MC Radio Rental with some live freestyle rap off the top of my head using random words from a random word generator to choose some words to use. It is a battlefield and we will capture field and we will capture eels because I'll nash them. I'm gonna eat the eels, I need to eat them to achieve my protein needs. I'm gonna grab them even as they try to wrap me. They're gonna try and capture me, drag me to the bottom of the sea. But I'm gonna fight the eels because I'm gonna see the monotony at the top of heat. That didn't make much sense, but when you fight an eel, you just gotta find the end. Not the end of the eel that has a head, but the end of the tail. You'll be end of it. That's how you make the eel dead. It's like Sudafed. It's like an eel eating its own head. It's an Ouroboros, an eel Ouroboros. It's boring for us. It's the sort of ferment that it is forming when all the eels are storming the gate. We gotta retreat, we've gotta run away. How can we fight these marine snakes? Because their bite, it's too hard, they're scary, they're slimy, they'll slay us. They will regale us with tales of the ages if we don't slay them. So we've gotta find the Holy Grail. That is the only way that we will be saved. Yeah, the eel has been impounded. All the vulnerabilities, yeah, we have found it. So get your trumpet and then you're gonna sound it. Cause the victory, yeah, it is resounding. Okay, that was alright. Alright, 5 more random words. Keep going, because when you start a movie, you know you gotta cast. And when you're in production, you know you've gotta go fast. If you break your arm, also need a cast. And you write an autograph so it'll last. You write a smiley face on your friend's cast so they'll be reminded of the deranged gaze at the ass. If you break your ass, you need an ass cast, and that's where I write with my arms, and my charms are so damn strange, and the rap is deranged, but it's just coming straight off the brain. 5 more random words, that's how I find my inspiration. You know the people feeling some elation. You know that to the beat they're doing some gyrations. And that is how I feel about Asia. Asia's great, it's a whole big continent. It's got a lot of people, there's a lot of them, because the population is fast raising. And that's how the demographics be changing. Cause geographically, you know, there's some situations. Collectively, you could call it Eurasia. Cause sometimes continents are grouped into supercontinents. And there was just one before there was a lot of them. Cause that is the nature of tectonic drift. It's like a single mother broken into kids. It's like one mass became a whole collective, and that extended over the whole surface. Remus asks, why'd you go from silence to residing at all times? How did your requirements change? I don't know, sometimes you just gotta, practice. It's praxis. 5 more random words, you know I came from a nursery. That's where I've been in there rehearsing. You know you gotta rap with a purpose. You know you gotta forge it up in the furnace. So if you gotta find it, then you gotta search it. You gotta get close to the fire, then you burn it. You know it comes all at once, it surges. You know that if you're hurt, you gotta nurse it. But you know that I have not got a single weakness. You know that if I had a mixtape, I would leak it. You know that some people are as meek as sheep, but if you lack faith, you just gotta believe. 5 more random words, you know I got a twin. I'm full of valor and he's full of sin. If you put us together, you'd get a mix, and Who even knows? Is he a fish? Has he got fins? Has he got gills? Can he swim? What sort of creature is causing all of this din? Is it ever ending? Will it ever fin-ish? All I know is that the verses are delicious. 5 more random words, you know I have a creed. I've got a simple set of rules in which I believe. You know I ride fast cause I got a sturdy steed. And you know that this horse rides all through my dreams. 5 more random words, I feel I'm going into trances. I can feel a million sheep through my head and they're dancing. If I was a stock, maybe I'd be Sansa. And if I was a reindeer, maybe I would be called Prancer. Yeah. Alright, that's pretty fun, but let's change the beat. I want to change the flow up a little bit. I'm really happy with the consistent rhymes that we were doing for a lot of that. We were actually landing rhymes consistently without fucking it up. That's good. But I also want to do a more interesting flow and rhythm, because otherwise it's complicated. Remus asks, how are Shift and Swift? I don't know those people very well. I've heard of them. I don't really know what they're about. I don't know why you would do anything other than rap, personally, so that's what I do on my channel. 5 more random words. I like to send mail. I like to let my thoughts set sail. That's how all of the messages are delivered. That's how I get my invective. It's kind of vicious sometimes, but this time I just want to resound with nice vibes. That's why I'm chilling with this beat, cause it likes to make me happy. I like to put up my feet. I like to sit in my seat. Sometimes you just gotta take a breath, and sometimes you just gotta clear your head. Sometimes gotta find time to heal. Put up your heels. Sit on the cement until you can feel it. Cause you know we're all made of clay from antediluvian days, so the hips will sway as the wind rolls over the bay and it changes with waves, cause you know that nothing ever stays. And my favorite chips are Lay's, and I like to graze. I like to sit on the grass and I eat the blades, and I chomp them like a lathe. That's how my incisors gnash on the sides of this grass. It's so green, it's mean for me, and it gets energy photosynthetically. That is my kind of energy, that's what it meant to me, so I'm sending heat northwards, up to the sky. That's how you know that everything's alive. You know that we are orbiting forcefully, cause gravity is what it means to me, and physically, we're all connected. It's not just energy. I elect to try to understand the motion of the orbs, so I feel the order. Is it enforced by some kind of deity, or is it just mathematically crazy? Is it embedded in the nature of the stars, or do we enforce it from our presence, our remnants, preeminence? It's deserted. I need to change the beat, I need to change the rhythm. 5 more random words, I make notice. I speed up the beat and then I slow it. I know it, then I don't know it, but I'm just clinging on to the moment. Remus says, are you as active on Twitter? I haven't got a Twitter account. I might make one. Maybe people would appreciate knowing when these live streams are starting. I don't really know how social media works personally. I know there's a blue bird and there's a purple Twitch and... Alright, 5 more random words, we're gonna rap fast, cause we're in the jungle and you know we've got a good car. You know that it's all about outlasting. Survival is all about the casket that we're gonna land in. I'm outstanding, so we go hard, that's my only demand, kid. You know that we are branded, and that's where my arm is. We're gonna get a good result. Any obstacle you put in front of me, we're gonna vault. You know that I need pepper and salt, and you know my milkshake needs malt, and that's why I wrote this damn tract. We're gonna go so fast the car crashed. And you know my teeth gnash, and you know if I was a bandicoot I'd be Crash. Get injured, go on crutches as we pull the clutch, kid. You know this car might be rusted, but it'll drive fast and I am not fussy. You know we are a predator, we're chasing the prey. From the dark of dawn until the day ends, until the night and the dark is silent. You know I'm gonna drive so fast when I'm driving. You know what's important to me? It's family, cause in Fast and Furious that's what is sending me. I put the pedal to the metal and I will not meddle until I win the medal at the end of it all. I'm gonna win the race, the car will fall, the flag falls and I hit the door. I leave my doors open while I'm flowing, while I'm doing doughies on the car park, yeah. That was alright. That was I mean, for a fast rap, that was not too bad. Let's keep going. 5 more random words. Alright, what is this one? Alright. You know, when I start a journey, I make a plan, and that's when I draw up a diagram. How else can I work out where I'm gonna stand? How else am I gonna work out where the man is standing so I can plan the collapse? You know that I've got a lot of fans and stands, and all the grandstands are full of the crowds. Oh wait, is that for me they're placing golden vows? Maybe there was a misunderstanding in the clouds. Maybe I misheard all of those damn sounds. You know that every time the thunder rumbles, I don't know if I am over it, if I'm under. I don't know which way is up when I pull the clutch, but I've got a lot of rabbits in the hutch. I don't know if I'm like Starsky or Hutch, but I know it's all much of a muchness. I touched this and I know that I grasp it, and I will keep going. I'll never come to harm, kid, until I'm in a casket. You know that I'll grasp it. And you know what I need, I'm gonna farm it, I'm gonna grow it from a seed till it reaches heat, till the trunk expands and grows leaves. I'm gonna take the oak and I break it to the acorn. And you know that I really hate shorn sheep. I can't believe that you'd take the fleece from this beautiful sheep. The beautiful golden fleece should remain, 'cause that is the Argonaut's claim. I gotta take the sheep, it's a trophy to me. The sun's rising, exploding with heat. It's focusing me. It's exploding the sea evaporatively. Alright, that was playing with some instrumentals that I haven't rapped to before, and that's fun, but let's go. 5 more random words, you know I keep it proper. I like to keep it correct, I like to make it occur. I haven't got just a little but a lot of. You know I'm never gonna stop, cause you know that I'm smart, I am cunning. And you know that I am in stunning. You know that it's pretty fun to rap, and that's where I'm rapping, wearing only a hat. It's not just about the practice, it's the execution. It's not just standing still, it is the movement. It's not just being told, it's being chosen. And you know that the ocean is exploding, and I just don't work alone, I am cooperative. I haven't got just a little, I've got a lot of it. You know that this rap, there's no stopping it. You know that I eat all of my porridge, kid. It's not the same, it's got a variant. And all of the changes, they can be scary, kid. You know, it's like Jesus and Mary was at the end of the manger where the berry was. And there were 3 kings with myrrh, a king with gold and a king with firm feelings about the true Messiah, and he told the truth, and you know it'd never lie. 5 more random words, you know it's gonna be even. It's never odd because that's not the season. Mathematically, it's as simple as being. It's as simple as being. He's existentially, it's mental heat. It's sending me to Gethsemane because we're experiencing some delusions, and sometimes I can't tell where the gluten is lucid or if it was disabusing me of my views like I wasn't lucid. We're overcomplicating it because you know that we're trying to achieve elation, and if I phone home it's on the telephone, and I don't know which horn to blow because you called the phone a horn. And you know the sheep was shorn, and at the dawn you know that the night will retreat and everything will be covered in light and heat. and then the stars will recede, and then we'll see the orb of the eve. And when I'm not seen, you know I am invisible. And if I love you, then you know that I am into you. And if I'm big, I'm not minuscule. And if I'm T, I pity the fool. That was almost really fucking good. We fumbled it at the end, but that's okay. We're gonna get a cable to regale the tales of ages. Otherwise, I can't tune in the station. I wanna get the aux cord so I can plug in. So we're not always fussing about who's choosing the track, whether it's good or whack when the playlist attacks. But I'm feeling anticipation about the station of which we're regaling. You know the fire is rising, it is blazing. You know I mentioned Asia before about the continents of contents, the table of contents at the Loch Ness. How else would the cryptid find the right words to use it? You heard it, fool. Alright, that was mediocre. 5 more random words, let's keep going. How many more practice streams until you drop your first EP? Wait, are you allowed to write down raps? I thought you just had to make them off the dome. If I have it with you, we have it in common. If we both know it, we both have the knowledge. If I have a sore throat, I get a lozenge. If I need citrus, I get an orange. But I have one simple demand, that you stand up and you clap your hands. And if I was called Randy, then I'd say you just have to unhand me. And if I make a lie, I'm telling gossip. If I have a little, I have a lot. And if I live at the bottom of a lock, I might be the Loch Ness. So don't make mess, it's my home. So don't throw in the loam. Don't put in the dirt into my fine stones. Don't be skipping stones on my home. So don't throw the stones on the Loch Ness. When you are in Scotland, you better have the appropriate knowledge. 'Cause you know it's never stopping. And you know that I am unity. That's what you do to me when we come together, you see, because we achieve our needs cooperatively, and that's how we are never stopping the heat. And if I have to go faster, then bring a whip. If I need a fire, it will be lit. If I throw it, then I hit and never miss. If I need a break, I'm gonna sit, 'cause sometimes I'm tired. I ain't lying. I don't always feel like I'm flying. Sometimes I gotta slow down, be silent. Otherwise I'll never reside on high. I'll only be at the bottom of the sediment, and there will be nobody that I am better than. Bottom of the sediment, calling terror like a terrorist. 5 more random words, I have the posture with the knowledge and the lozenge. Let's talk about the concert. And you know it's never stopping. If I was a mailman, I'd have the package, and I would have it, I wouldn't lack it. Maybe then a marriage. If I was a minister, you know that I would get cabbage, and I'd marry the cabbage because it's got so much fiber I can't stand it. Then I'd have to unhand it. I'd let the cabbage go and I'd be unlanded. If I wasn't a girl, I might be a boy. If I wouldn't stop, you know that it'd be soy. I'm gonna eat some soy because it's vegan, and you wouldn't believe it, but only leaves are my season. 'Cause you can't be eating meat, kid. 'Cause you try to eat the meat, it runs away. So how can I stop it at the end of day? Reproduce it, choose the movement. I'm rapping like I'm lucid. When you combine it, fusion is achieved and you get new movement. You're gonna make energy chemically or biophysically. That's how we achieve heat, 'cause psychologically we make the light inside the dream, and that's what I call Freudian psychology. Oh boy. Maddie Gatska says, have you ever battle rapped or watched any? I'm thinking of challenging Alt-Shift-X to a rap battle, actually. I think that would be fun. Okay, slower beat. I need a lot of people, I make an agency. How else am I gonna slay the hate? How am I gonna make the dream come true without my agency? Because there's all the people, there's the managers, and they've learned how to capture the heat and package it into products we need. Otherwise we won't be turning it into weed or whatever you need. We can achieve it, dream it, they'll build it. That's why I'm here chillin'. That's how the adult came from children. We grow up and that's how we frill neck like a lizard. I'm gonna glisten, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna cut it up with these scissors. We're gonna make a movie and we'll film it. And you know that I'll drill it like I was pneumatic. I'm automatic, I do it out of habit. That's why I'm famished, I make a sandwich. And you know I'm gonna stand it because I am a fan of this delicious sandwich. We're gonna get salami, a whole army of salami. You know the protein that never harm me. Or maybe the nitrates, I heard they cause cancer. Maybe we shouldn't demand a can, so I'm gonna lance it like it was a boil. We're gonna boil it up and bubble and toil. We'll make potions, or maybe just some lotions. Either one, the chemistry is over. It's like Snape, Severus Snape. That's the way that I'm making my hay. I'm gonna make the chemistry engraved. I'm like the Walter White on this magic day, because we're gonna capture all of the molecules. We're gonna lose it like we lost a full molecule. Solid fuel is what we need. Nuclear. We need solid fuel to... That's a hard rhyme, so we're gonna make new words. We're gonna threaten to get the evidence. I'm preeminent. That's why I'm never setting the bone. It's broken. It's never slowing. It's like the flow was frozen because the glacier is engraved and it's stained. You know it's as famous. I'm deranged. I'm gonna try and achieve some garlic to keep the vampires away. You know I'm gonna farm it, because when the undead come I will harm it. I'm gonna speak and stake it and I'll charm it, cause I just can't stand necromancy. That's why I am fancy. I've gotta get all of the style that I need to require the heat to burn these undead fiends. And that's why you call me Nostradamus, because I make predictions and I harm it. You know that I require the bomb, because I burned my arm with the speed of these charms. Cause I've got the rhymes like I was Tantalus, and I'm demanding it. I reach my hand for it, but the fruit, it never comes to me. Cause I'm under hate, I'm in the underworld and I'm down in hell. You can't hear me with neither butterfly or bell. I'm at the seashore selling all the shells, but you'd never believe I'm on the shelf. Cause I'm like an elf and I'm like Santa. Whatever I need, I'm gonna demand it. Whether I was Prancer or Cancer or whatever the names of the reindeer is, I'm gonna drop the gifts cause I got knowledge, kid. Whatever lines I might spit, I'm like a horse, you know I'm chomping at the bit. I know you don't believe it, but I've got kids, yeah, I've got 3 goats made of foam. And they're sitting on the loam, cause I keep my goats outside on the dirt. That's where I like to keep them all firm. You know that the fire is high, it's gonna burn. You know that the earth it's gonna churn, cause the firmament is turning and the earthworks is turning into new kinds of surgeons of what's required to cut it. Because you know I'm gonna thunder, I'm like Thor and I'm gonna make the chunder. Because I'm gonna steal all the plunder, cause I'm a pirate and I like to enlighten you with my silent lines that I am firing. It's like a cannonball from the end of the ship. It's like I'm chomping at the bit, because the pencil nib is where the ink is lit, and it is fire as I am writing, kid. Except I'm not writing, this is off the dome, it's off the mind, and I am rapping all from home, and I'm on the loam, I feel it between my toes. I've got no shoes, I'm like a hobbit, yo. And I'll never slow it, because whatever I say, you know I know it. Or maybe I don't, maybe this is ignorance, but I'm still into it. It never ends, I never finish it. You know I shine, you know I'm shimmering. Ugh, that was good. That was good. Alright, 5 more random words. Welcome Glidus to the live chat. I think Glidus is a really great rapper. He's just embarrassed to show us. 5 more random words, you know I keep it fair. If you need a referee, then I'll be there. You know that I will eat a pear, 'cause I like the fruit. I won't say no, I'll say yeah. 'Cause I like the fruit, I like to eat the glucose. What's inside the pear? I'll say, well, who knows? There's no nutritional information displayed on the fruit stand, but I don't care, I'm the man to eat the fruit. Yeah, the fruit, I keep it lucid. You know that the fruit with the glucose I am choosing. I love the fruit and you know that I won't abuse it. Whether it is apple or crap, I'm gonna disabuse it, 'cause my view is excellent. You know I get the fruit and then I'm sending it. I send the gifts of apples and pears and watermelons. You know my stream of gifts is never ending, and when I watch a screen, you know it's got an aspect. Depending on what camera it was captured, it might be 21:9 or 480p, I never see, because my screen's broke, the pixels bleed. If I throw it away, you know I'm gonna fling it, and if I got a song, you know that everybody listens. If I was an ape, I would be simian, and I take it to the minimum, the bare bones. No words, no home. Take it to the dirt, down into the bloody loam. You know that I'm displaying, showing. You know that I'm fast, I'm never slowing, so I'm gonna change it, rapping about a skeleton. That's what we become when we're ending them. Down in the dirt, down in the death, in the coffin. You stop sneezing and you stop coughing, 'cause your body is stopping and you know you're gonna rot. You start as a little and then become a lot. Then over time we start to shrink and bits fall off, and eventually our breathing and our heart just stops. Kinda depressing, and it keeps us second guessing all of the prayers and hopes that we are sending. Where are they going? Is there even any meaning? Is there anything if to believe in when everything ceases, when we are eaten by the entropy? What is all of it really meant to be? Are we sending heat to endless centuries? All of this pent up heat, well, maybe it's okay, 'cause we can eat a cake, and then all of our hunger will be slaked. If there's a vampire, I get a steak. Oh no, it's still biting, that was a mistake. It wasn't a vampire, it was my aunt, and she's really angry, it's all gonna start. I thought she was a vampire, but she wasn't. So we're gonna start a different beat. 5 more random words, you know I'm in a panic. It's not stopping, you know it isn't static. And you know these words are vapid, but you know maybe that is the magic. I take 2 and then I stack 'em, and then I put 3 and then it is a cabbage. It's a pretty weird way to play Jenga. But you know the game's mental, and if I have paper I make a cut. If I have a recipe, you know that it's for fudge. You know that I might get much and I might get a little or something in the middle, but you know that I'm rapping and I'm using my voice. And I'm cooking with some soy. And you know the people rejoice, and if it rains then the ground will be moist, and there's not just one of me, there is an army, and collectively they're pretty charming. Or maybe they could start a business, they'd be farming. Or they might make palm trees. Whatever they do, they're responsible for any kind of sinister message in the stew. Whatever they're making, there's too many cooks, and so maybe they should be took. Like I was Peregrine and I was Mental Kid. I was in the Shire and it was permanent. I'm searching for the surgeon that I require to find the nicest eyes. 5 more random words, it is prestige. That is what it meant to me. 'Cause mentally I'm sending heat to find my prestige so that I can rise on heat. I find a sanctuary like I was a monkey. Like I needed the hankies to blow my nose and I don't fear my toes. 5 more random words, I make a roar. Like I was a lion and I ruled all. Like I had 4 hairy paws. Like I had so many horns. I'm a strange kind of lion. I'm a cryptid and you might think I'm lying, but it's the truth. I don't reside in a zoo, but that's what I'm meant to do, because nature is a strange rearrangement. All these animals in the station and they're ranging all across the plains. Sometimes animals are causing pain. Is nature really a moral thing? Is it really okay they're foraging for all the meat that they need, and sometimes it's each other that they eat? Is nature really so great when animals are causing so much pain? Should everything remain the same, or should we change it? Should we rearrange it? 5 more random words, I draw a bow and I fire the arrow real slow, and it rises an arc through the sky, and then it hits the target from high. 5 more random words, you know I eat the chicken. Everybody just sort of wants to fit in. We hit it or we miss it when we're cooking in the kitchen. Alright, I think we'll finish it there. I think that was a good session. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating. Maddie said that her newborn won't go to sleep, so she has to hear these bars. We're gonna rap a lullaby like a butterfly, and you know this rap's a funny guy, and that's why we touch the sky, because Maddie's baby is kinda crazy. I really hope the baby will stop its wailing. Maybe the baby will be famous if the video goes viral on the station. On the radio you might hear the flow. It'd be crazy if that's where it goes, but it's not likely. I just want the baby to stop crying. Close your eyes, kid, 'cause it's time to sleep. It's time to be quiet, be meek, 'cause you can have some great dreams if you're just gonna count those sheep. Alright, that was the lullaby for Maddie's baby. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, and we'll do it next time. Cheers, guys. Can't stop rhymes. See ya.